During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A, always, B, aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Howdy, folks. Welcome aboard. It's your favorite right-wing comedy, talk, news, entertainment, etc. program, Revenge of the Cis. Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez, the leaders of your media insurgency, joining you on this Weed Wednesdays, man. What do you say?
Man.
Bro, here's our new thing, man. It's Weed Wednesdays.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're gonna like get totally baked and then do the show, bro.
I got my bong. I named her Bongula.
Oh, dude, we should get sound drops.
Of like
bong
bubbly.
hits.
Yeah,
dude, edgy.
I hate weed culture.
Anyway, it's the worst. It really is.
I like weed,
I love weed. I hate
but
weed.
I hate weed culture.
I hate culture. Like, I hate when anybody takes any one thing and just takes it to the extreme. It just drives me nuts.
Oh boy, you're gonna hate the X Games.
It's like even the alt-right. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, look, we're all a little racist and anti-Semitic. Hey, look, we all got a couple of little quirks about us, but then you guys go full spurg with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't want to build a whole culture around it. Same thing with weed.
And by the way, weed culture people, I'm gonna say it. Bob Marley was okay. He was okay.
He was decent. Honestly, Peter Tosh was better.
Daniel Tosh is better than him.
Peter Tosh. There's another guy who was better. There were quite a few guys that were better.
Oh, you're thinking of UB40, the red wine, the white guys. Red wine, that guy.
That guy was great. Snow was another great.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
You're going legend status now, Snow.
Yeah.
Informa.
Peter Tosh was better, though.
See, he was all right.
He was good. He did.
Faith No More.
That's not even.
No, I was reading in the chat. UB40 was awesome. Maddie says, yeah, UB40 was the fucking shit. What's your third favorite UB40 song?
The red wine extended club remix.
Oh, with Method Man? That one's really good.
No, it was Red Man. Remember, they can't get fucking Method
You're
Man.
right. I apologize.
He's an actor now.
Speaking of
He was
weed
cheese.
culture. Were cheese.
Yeah, Slim Charles handled that.
Took care of that.
Slim Charles turned him into Swiss cheese.
Have you guys heard of The Wire?
Yeah, guys, it is the greatest show. I don't know if you've heard of this.
By the way, and I do think The Wire is one of the greatest shows, but every time somebody talks about it, it's the same thing as weed culture. There's this weird thing when people make it everything about their lives, you know, that makes it off-putting to me.
Well, I mean, Game of Thrones, I get a little weird
How
about
many
it.
times have you rewatched all the seasons?
3 or 4.
See, that's not that bad, though, and I'll explain why. Because there's such a big gap in between seasons.
That you end up usually blasting through it.
Right.
Like
and
whatever.
I'm guilty of it, and I'll explain why, because there's such a big gap that I forget. So I'll go and rewatch a season.
Well, and there's that, and then when you're leading up to it coming back, generally, like, all it takes is, like, you know, Game of Thrones will be back in, like, 6 months, let's say, and then you get blasted with the flu or something. And then
Right.
usually one day you're like, I'm going to be around for 2 days just shitting, pissing, and laying around. And then you pop on the old Game of Thrones, and you just kind of gland, you know, you blow through it again.
Right.
And you may not, like, when I say I've rewatched it 4 times, that means I've rewatched it once or twice paying attention, and I've also rewatched it once or twice just being on in the background.
background, right.
You know, you're playing Skyrim and you have another TV. You're like, put on fucking, you know, watch Tyrion, you know, dance around with people, spar with them verbally.
By the way, free plug for the Riff Tracks guys. They did the Red Wedding episode.
Because they need it.
Yeah.
Gonna help those guys
Help
out.
those little guys out.
You're welcome, Mike Nelson.
Yeah, there you go. They did a Riff Tracks episode of the Red Wedding that was really good. Worth watching if you're into that. But speaking of someone being in things, someone was in our website. We got hacked last night.
Yeah, we were hacked.
Yeah.
Deep state operatives, folks. Let me tell you something. We're down here in Orlando, Florida, and yeah, it's a beautiful place, full of patriots, a lot of good people out here, and unfortunately, there's always going to be some ne'er-do-wells, you know. And we were attacked by the deep state globalists.
Yeah.
Soros, the Chinese run Hollywood. And it's really a tragedy, folks. It's the biggest tragedy since the Holocaust, where 6 million people died. I'm totally on board with that, too, now, apparently. Yeah,
I don't like new flavor Alex Jones.
We got a Giant Alex watered down.
Yeah.
Watered. I liked Alex Jones concentrate.
Yeah, Alex Jones Zero.
I don't like Alex Jones once you add water to him.
Yeah, we were hacked yesterday. We got a DM from one of our fans telling us, hey, your website's redirecting to like all these spam links that was taking you to like Amazon sites and, you know, third-party stuff and making and a phishing thing that was trying to take your passwords.
It was our site. Our apologies, but for, I would say, probably only about an hour and a half last night, thankfully, because we worked diligently and immediately for hours, you know, to get it back up. But yeah, we apologize to anybody. It may have. Our site was fucking AIDS yesterday for like an hour and a half, so we apologize about that. We fixed it.
We fixed it.
We fixed
It's
it,
fixed.
and we had to upgrade our security a bit, which of course costs more money because they gotta get you more money.
Yeah, so we did that.
So whatever, it's, you know what it is. This feels like this. Remember the scene in Breaking Bad when they restarted the business, and then Mike broke the news to him about all the expenses.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He had the stacks of cash,
Yeah,
and he was breaking it apart. Yeah.
This show makes about $500-600 a month, give or take, combining everything. And you take that, and then it's just like, oh, well, to avoid the security. And it's like, just take that. And it's like, oh, by the way, we got these other guys. They do security here on this end. Cha-chunk. And then it's like, yeah, processing fees. You got to, cha-chunk. And then it's, oh, you know, you got to grab this cha-chunk. And it's like, here you go, guys.
Yeah, like, for example, so we're officially a business, and we filed all the paperwork. We paid for it. Cost a few $100, but we did it. And thanks to you guys. So, you know, we're going through the process of that. And then we start getting these letters, right? We start getting these letters, right? And these letters are from these, and I find this out afterwards, but they look pretty legit. Like, for example, this one's from City Business Registration Ordinance. This other letter is from Certificate of Status Request Form. Looks like a nice tax. Looks like a tax form. And this other one from Tallahassee is called Certificate of Status. Another Certificate of Status Request Form. For example, this form here is asking you for like $80, and it looks like an official document, like that you need, for the state. Once you Google it, you find out these are scams and they've been going on. Once you start a new company, here's another one: labor compliance notice.
You might want to pot your mic up just a scotch.
Is this better?
Yeah, you go. Yeah. People in the chat. Now we're on an even thing.
There we go. Sorry about that. It's because I have my head turned. Other people say I sound fine. Maybe it's just another person.
A lot of people.
Is this better, guys? Is this better? Is it fine now?
Look, let's
distracting me.
Let's be honest, folks. We are the broadcasting professionals,
yes,
and you are a bunch of plebs. Let us do our thing. No.
I'm not being corrected about you fucking civilians, okay? All right? Labor Compliance Department.
Also,
Compliance Department.
I do want to point out, since you brought up the civilian thing, I was told via Reddit yesterday by Louis J. Gomez, the real-ass Puerto Rican rattlesnake.
Okay.
One of the co-owners of Gas Digital Media, which is a home of a show we're friends with, High Society Radio. He did tell me that the Caveman Nitro energy drinks that Kurt Metzger likes to enjoy on occasion,
yeah,
are at the best quality.
Oh, so he did reply?
Yes. That apparently...
Well, you want to say what you asked?
Kurt Metzger. I asked...
yeah, let's set this up so people that don't know.
There was an AMA yesterday from, again, our friends over at Gas Digital, great podcasting channel, and the owner and the other owner, Louis Gomez and Ralph Sutton. They were just answering fans' questions. So I asked, how many, quote, Caveman Nitro energy drinks does Kurt Metzger consume? And does he still buy his, quote, Caveman Nitro energy drinks from a Dominican guy an 8-ball at a time?
And Lewis replied to you?
And he replied to me, I've tried it, and it ain't shit.
Okay.
So take that for whatever you know.
All right.
Of course, we're just talking about energy drinks.
Yeah, we're just talking about Caveman Nitros, that's all. Get you really hyped up.
So, yeah, they try to register us for all these scams. I think that's what Royce was getting at. Multiple misleading things that they mail you saying, hey, you need to register for this for protection. Tax Bureau will come after you. And you're like, what? And then you go and you read the small print, or you call a number and you find out that it's a scam. You just Google it. And people are like, I gave these people money and it was a scam. And you're like, oh, boy, you should always Google things first, boomer. And then we got hacked.
Did somebody say Dad's Google history?
We got hacked.
Sorry.
By Turks. It appears that they were Turkish people. Filthy.
Oh, so not from Turks and Caicos?
Filthy fucking cockroach.
How do you know they're Turks, though?
Several of the websites that we were getting
were Turkish websites?
Yeah, were Turkish domain registries.
Oh, man.
So it was those filthy Erdogan supporting.
They went after the Armenians, and now they're coming after us, Mike. We're done for. You think it was the Young Turks or just regular Turks?
Some sort of Turkish origin. I don't know if it was the Young Turks. There's no proof of that.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean we can't speculate and get that rumor
But it's not the Taffy that we know of?
No.
Okay, good.
So that they... I don't know. I was gonna say, saw something about the hacking, and then I'm.
It never stops. Here's what it is. It never stops because, we're already going through that content strike that was taken away. Then we get excited for a second, and then our Twitch account gets taken away. By the way, that's the other thing too. They sent us an email going, "Oh, we sent you your money," and we're like, "Where?
Yeah, where? We weren't signed up to. You don't have any of our information.
You don't have any of our info. So
you were lying,
and we can't log in to take out our money. So you guys just kind of have our money."
And they also reported a number that wasn't accurate.
No, correct. The number that we actually have versus what
was
they
it super short, but it was,
But it was short enough.
Skimmed a little something, something.
from the top. So why don't you fucking give us our kick us off, whatever.
You're gonna
Give us
steal-
our fucking money back.
You're gonna steal a little taste for yourself. I get it. I'm from a different time and a different era too, and I understand about
Right.
Taking a little taste for yourself. But can you give us the whatever low amount that you lowballed us with? Can we have that?
Can we have anything,
Because
please?
you just said you sent it to us. We don't know where you sent it. So NCT software. You're not getting our account back either, right? They said no go on there, right? Banned from Twitch.
So, and like I was saying, so it was that, and then finally I'm relaxing. I had made dinner, and we get the DM, and then the site got hacked. So I sit down and I start figuring it out, and a couple things that are fucking pissed me off. Number one, our hosting site, I go to its live chat because it's 24/7. That's why we pay a little extra for it.
Yeah.
I go to it. I say site has been hacked. I get a live chat. Someone starts talking to me from the hosting site's live chat. Okay, Bluehost. I don't give a shit. I'll say it. And then they ask for my number. I think it's to verify because sometimes when you do live chat, you got to verify. They call me, and this guy starts talking to me, and he's like, "Oh, well, so what's your side about?" And I'm like, "It doesn't matter. It's a podcast anyway. Look, I was hacked." And he keeps going back to, "Oh, really? So it would suck if this ever happened again." I go, "Yeah, I get it. It would suck, but it sucks now because it's happening now." So he keeps talking, and I even put it on speakerphone at one point.
This is funny too. Royce at two different points.
Yeah.
Put the phone on speakerphone for maybe about 15 seconds before everyone got frustrated
Yeah.
and then he turned it back off. Both times, the dude was saying the same exact thing.
It was a script.
It was the weirdest thing.
So the guy's talking to me, and he's like, he doesn't sound like a tech support guy, if you know what I mean. So he kept saying the same thing. I go, look, I get it. I go, is this gonna, number one, is this gonna cost me money? And then he goes, well, yes, there is a price, and there's a price. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. How much? And then instead of just saying the price, he kept reading the
Keeps
script,
doing the
trying to
pitch.
sell me. And I'm like, wait a second. Am I talking to Bluehost or is this a third-party company? He goes, this is a third-party company. So I go, okay, bye. Hung up on them. Then I finally figure out how to get to an actual tech support on
Keep in mind,
Bluehost.
while he's doing that,
Yeah.
there's still the constant stream of me in the background. Click, click, click. Motherfucking piece of shit. Click, click, click. While he's on the phone doing stuff. So there's a weird aura in the room of just tension. Everybody was angry.
So then he sends...
A lot of cursing.
So then he sends us. So then we actually talked to Bluehost, but while we're talking to Bluehost, this guy keeps calling my phone. I see the number. It keeps keep hanging up, keeps calling. Finally, I got in touch with Bluehost. It was this whole thing. Their service, by the way, I got to be honest with you, Bluehost, it's fucking terrible.
Listen, your service, Bluehost, it's less than ideal.
Yeah. So anyway, we figured it out. We fixed it. But yeah, man, it was just like, by the time I was done, it was 11 o'clock, and I was like, "Fucking Christ! I don't get a goddamn break."
And then, of course, fucking, you take out the pieces of code that are corrupt,
Yep.
and then guess what happens?
Then you got to fix the website.
All of the code is broken in the site.
Yeah.
And then I had the pleasure of sitting there and just fixing every little stupid thing and then putting little things back and fixing them
Yeah.
and formatting them again. So we had a fun time last night because of a bunch of filthy cockroach Turks
So it's fixed now.
who I can't imagine made a whole lot of shekels off of fucking forwarding traffic from our website. We're not exactly, the Daily Wire.
Yeah.
We're not killing it. So
We're also not kosher.
fucking major pain in the ass for a couple of fucking pennies.
Yeah. So the site's fine now. We actually have good security on it now. We had to pay to make sure that happened. But if you want to help us out, revengeofthesis.com/donate. You can always help us.
Fucking
Please,
thanks to
for
all
love of
the
God.
to those of you that did.
Yeah.
A couple people did donate. Yes,
Thank you.
We'll thank you on Friday.
Since our money's being held hostage by Twitch, fuck them, man. I really pisses. It's one thing, to kick us off. You're right, but give us our fucking money.
We are. I can't imagine what the problem is. Aside from the fact that because there are people that are much more offensive and
of course,
and downright disgusting that are allowed to operate with impunity, and it just leads me to believe that the powers that be. I'll put my tinfoil hat on for a second, but I do think that certain people in power like to have a handful of train wrecks out there embarrassing themselves because it looks good for whatever cause they're trying to do. Like, you notice they're never going to take Baked Alaska's channel down.
Oh, God. At this point.
Because he's a fucking Trump hat wearing train wreck.
Right.
So who's he?
Well, he's on a 90-day ban, I think.
No, he's not. He's fucking doing shit the other day.
That's his backup channel.
So he's at like 4 channels, this
Okay.
guy. So what I'm saying is, just to get it out there, these guys aren't getting in trouble as much because we're not. We're not the coolest show in the world, but
we are. We are the
we're not a
coolest show in the
goddamn
world.
embarrassment either. And it's like
No.
They don't want us to be.
I think we're the coolest show in the world.
Wow, I am legit trying to think of any cooler shows.
Yeah, no, there's not. We're the coolest show in the world.
Like that, and that's not even. I'm not even trying to take a shot at anybody right now. I'm genuinely drawing a blank. This is gonna come off like really arrogant.
For right now, we are. I don't know if Mike, you sent this to me. Opie has a show.
Oh no, you didn't knock out our top
So
spot.
this is gonna be quick. I know not everyone gets into this, but we get into this.
No, I think a lot of our fans probably know of O&A and remember the glory days of Opie and Anthony on the radio. Well, Opie's been teasing a podcast, and now they got it.
Is that the same Opie that blocked the old account?
Probably. They've all.
Okay.
Back to obscurity.
Okay, so first off, before we even
They have a cheap knockoff, royalty-free version of Street Fighting Man by Rage Against the Machine, which was, of course, the theme for 20 years of Opie and Anthony's radio show. It's like a version of Street Fighting Man that, let's say somebody in ECW back in the day came out to the original Street Fighting Man. If you bought a WWE version today, it would be the WWE dubbed over version.
Right.
It sounds kind of like it's me. I don't want to pay them. It couldn't have been that much. Westwood One has to have a. He did this to be different. Because they have the rights to Street Fighting Man. It's Westwood One. All those podcasts play music. So that's bullshit. He just wanted to be. Do my own spin on an old classic. This is embarrassing. We just got to the song. Let's get to Opie. Jesus.
Okay, well, let's get to him.
Opie, I'm so excited to be in this cold conference room to promote my podcast that's dropping. The kids use dropping, right?
I know he's doing it to be like cool guy, like the kids, but no, you actually sound like an old man saying that.
Because now that thing has been used so many times.
Yeah.
That whole, self-deprecating old guy thing. That now that's not even cool.
No.
May 9th. May 9th. Put that on your calendar. I got guys in suits just staring at me as they pray that I'm going to be funny and clever with this teaser audio.
Boy, are you going to be disappointed.
I'm already disappointed. You know, it's weird, too. There are a lot of people, claim to be in my life that, oh, yeah, you're my buddy, you're my pal, or your family, that aren't even going to do anything for my birthday this year. Even Opie got me a birthday gift this year. God bless that man. You know what I mean?
Very nice. That's actually very nice.
He gave me something. 4 days before my birthday, I'm going to have a fucking hour-long Opie podcast to tear apart piece by piece and laugh at.
That's going to be fun.
Boy, are they going to be disappointed. And now one of the suits asked me, what's the show about?
Suits? You still doing that old fucking bit?
The suits.
Yeah, the suits over there. Where at Westwood One? It's a podcast. You're doing it out of your living room, faggot. What suits? There's no suits.
Sounds like they never heard my radio show over the years. It's going to be a podcast where I'm not.
Oh, nice
What
edit.
a cut.
Whoa.
What a cut.
Nice edit. Did you, dude?
Choppity chop chop.
That sounded like it was recorded in two different studios.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It's like he was doing it in a studio and then went home at his hotel and was like, let me put that board back together and do another cut of this. We'll put them together. That
and
was
clever
terrible.
with this teaser audio. Boy, are they going to be disappointed. And now one of the suits asked me, what's the show about? Sounds like they never heard my radio show over the years. It's going to be a...
Wow, you should have left a little bit of a... Okay, here's some fucking Westwood Radio. Let me help you out here. Westwood Radio.
Oh, my God.
Fucking Christ, come on.
This-
That's amateur hour.
Wouldn't you... Because we've done things. On this show, we've done production stuff. Ask Royce how many times he or I have cut something together and then obsessed how much we didn't like it and then went back up. How many times did I do it with, like, the police cops one? And I'd be like, I go back. And Royce would be like, it's fine, I get it. And I'd be like, no. Like, have at least, I'm not asking you to be OCD, but have a little bit of pride. At least hear that and go,
Yeah.
no, that does. I could probably. By the way, why don't you do a couple, because he riffed that. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't. Wow, the suits, man. And then I'm
Yeah.
going to be up here all like, wow, dude, edgy. Like, there's nothing to what he's doing that California thing where you don't say anything. Make some bullet points. Bum, 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 and a bum. And then be done with it. You
podcast where I'm not sitting in a studio rotting. I've had it with being in a radio station rotting.
It's not your... It wasn't your choice.
No, he's totally his choice. See, here's the thing with Opie.
He was filming people in the bathroom.
Yeah, because he had to shake things up, man. He was so tired of being so stagnant in the office. He wanted to get caught.
Then go for a walk.
He wanted to get caught filming his guest booker taking a shit. He wanted to do that so he could be free, man, to do his podcast on Westwood One.
He's pointed. And now one of the suits asked me, what's the show about?
What suits?
Sounds
God
like they never
damn
heard
it! What
my radio
fucking
show over
suits,
the years.
Ope?
It's going to be a podcast.
What
That's where I'm
suits? It's a fucking podcasting company. I'm sure Tim Sabian probably doesn't even really check in anywhere. Probably once in a while. I understand Westwood One has a New York and an LA office, but I mean, do you think that people are there? Do you think there's a line for a copy machine in the offices of Westwood One? Get the fuck out of here. No self-awareness.
Not sitting in a studio rotting. I've had it with being in a radio station rotting day after day after day. So I'm going to pretty much hit the streets. I'm going to be podcasting where all my friends
You
hang
need
out.
to hit the bricks, you fucking asshole.
He's going to hit the streets.
And I'm going to be podcasting from places that I really like being at, like at the beach, fishing. Am I allowed to still fish? Because they dragged me off the beach. I was this close to retiring. I was fishing every day.
You've retired.
You were refired, you fucking idiot.
No. See, here's the thing, right? My grandfather, he worked in a factory. It was actually one of those factories that produced lace. It was like a lace mill.
Right.
And he worked there for many years. And, as he got advanced in age, of course, the company brought him in. And, they told him that he was going to have to start figuring something else out in life. And he went on and he filmed his coworker having a bowel movement. Because that's tradition in America. That's how you retire, right?
I was doing beach fires. I was enjoying my family, my wife, my friends. And then I get a call from this Tim Sabian. And you got to come back.
You don't remember the old fucking Dusty Rhodes Hard Times promo?
Yep.
When he's like, and then they tell you you've been replaced by a computer daddy. And then they make you film somebody taking a dump. And they kick you in the butt and send you out in the street. That's Hard Times.
Then you got to jump on a homeless man's cake.
Man. When you a homeless man in the streets and a shock jock jumps on your cake, daddy, that's when you know you have hard times.
He's a fucking loser.
What a fucking unaware retard. I hate this man.
Back and do a podcast. So as long as I could still go to the beach and fish, I'm good. We could do this. It's going to be me and my
Nice cut.
pals. You might remember my
And it's
friends.
like, it's cutting in the
I'll
middle
still
of
go to the beach
sentences, which sounds even weirder. You know, we're going to do this show where it's going to be my friends. And it's like, what is happening? Holy shit. At least try to sound like you're in the same cadence.
It's like when you're speeding up dialogue in an RPG.
exactly.
And then the king went second path.
fish. I'm good.
Like when the programmers forgot to program one sentence of the dialogue.
Yep.
So it's like, and then it's a blank. And then it's just a whole other thing. This is terrible. You sound like,
could do
like
that.
Roy said, you sound like an NPC.
This. It's going to be me and my pals. You might remember my friends, the Cuban, Vic.
I'm the Cuban. Not this fucking chef.
Yeah, the cook.
Yeah. Line cook.
Henley, Sherrod Small, Chris DiStefano, and then I'm going to squeeze in some of my
Star-studded,
real
man.
celebrity friends. Those are sort of celebrities, but then I'll bring in some real celebrities. Don't
riffing.
worry.
I'll tell you what, man. No,
He's riffing.
Never, there has never been, okay, the WWE has never had a sadder roster split than Opie and Anthony ever did. When you talk about fighting over a bunch of nobodies, talk about building up two crews of nobodies between Compound Media and Opie. Holy shit. It's just a who's who of who.
You're sitting there going, who are those guys? Trust me, you're going to love them. They're really funny guys. And these geniuses at Westwood One want me to have a big reveal for my first podcast. I'm not going to tell you what it is now. You're going to have to listen to the first podcast for that big reveal. Subscribe Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or however you get your podcast. Make sure to give us a 5-star review. That's nice, right? Like, just give me a 5-star review even though you haven't even heard the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? I don't even care if you listen. But, you know, if you enjoyed me over the years, just give me a
God,
5-star
this is
review.
painful.
No one's going to be checking up on you. Don't worry about it. And then you could go listen to someone else's podcast. It's going to be fun. It's going to be free because I understand you guys are so sick of paying for content. So we're making this whole
Taking a shot at Anthony there.
Shot at Anthony, huh?
podcast free. Can't beat that. That alone, you should give me that 5-star review. You know what I'm saying? Oh
See?
my!
See,
man.
guys?
Listen to me. No, listen,
It's
listeners.
free.
No, this is why I fight you guys to go to iTunes, make an account and give us 5 stars. Because if this motherfucker's going to have more reviews than us, I'm going to be really, really angry.
He's going to. I mean,
No, you're right, but I don't think they're all going to be positive,
I
Mike.
don't think they're all going to be 5.
No, you don't think so?
No, they might be a little lower.
Anyway, this guy's fucking terrible.
It's going to be really bad. And you know he was like, I got to do this one on my own, man. I got to make this good.
He's such a fucking loser.
That was... It's sad, dude. It is sad to be somebody who... I was a fan of their show when I was 17 years
Yep.
old. I was listening to their show. And it's like... Ugh.
All right, let's move on. North Korea releases U.S. detainees, bows to another Trump demand. But Trump didn't do anything.
He didn't. It's... Look, clearly... This was going to happen anyway. This was 8 years of Obama's hard work. Finally paying off.
Obama didn't do anything.
Didn't he?
Not with Korea, not in terms of Korea. No, he probably made it worse, if anything.
Racist.
No. It had nothing to do with the color of his skin. It had to do.
It does. It does. You don't even realize it, though.
North Korea has freed 3 U.S. citizens detained for years in the communist country, bowing to another demand. President Trump ahead of his demand of President Trump ahead of his planned meeting with Kim Jong Un. The 3 Americans, Kim Dong-chol, Kim Hak-sung, and Kim Sang-dunk, also known as Tony Kim, were released from a North Korean labor camp and sent to Pyongyang for medical
Jesus.
treatment. I'm doing the reporter thing. The Financial Times reported, though out of the brutal labor camp, the men remain in the grasp of Mr. Kim's regime. They currently are believed to be convalescing in a hotel outside Pyongyang. We believe that Mr. Trump can take them back on the day of the U.S.-North Korea summit, or he can send an envoy to take them back to the U.S. before the summit. So, yeah, it looks like he is bowing to the demands, man.
Yeah, they just want Starbucks and McDonald's. That's all this is.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah,
They
man.
want to move forward into the fucking 20th century.
They want a floss, bro. They want fucking spinning rims and Xboxes. And you don't get there by fucking threatening to nuke everybody that makes those things. You got to start dialing it back, man.
Hey man, according to the New York Times, Marx was right. So don't fucking.
Well, he is. He was clearly right.
No, he wasn't. He was wrong. Every country that's tried it has completely crumbled.
Yeah, because, well, the thing is, though, that's not real Marxism.
What's real Marxism then?
You haven't yet seen it, bro. But
Isn't that
one day it'll
isn't
come.
that the problem?
One day in America, we're going to do it. It's going to be great.
So, UK officials will summon Mark Zuckerberg to testify if he won't do so voluntarily.
Yeah, they will.
So you want to explain this one to me? You sent it to me, Mike.
Yeah, they put out a, they're English, so they put out a polite request
Okay.
for Mark Zuckerberg to sit before Parliament, much like he did with our own Senate, and answer some queries that they have because they, quote, weren't satisfied
And did he comply?
with his, what day was he supposed to be there by? I think it's the 4th.
Okay.
If I might be wrong on that.
Okay.
He's supposed to
11th.
the 11th. So he's got till the 11th.
Yes.
And then they said that if he doesn't voluntarily join them for a nice discussion, follow-ups to some of the questions, that they would be more officially requesting his presence so that the next time he was in the UK, he would be sort of brought to them, if you will.
Here's the problem, though. It doesn't work because it's like video games. There's like the PAL thing and then the NTSC thing, and it's not compatible when you get video games like from overseas. So you know what I mean? Unless somebody could install a Game Shark on Mark Zuckerberg, I don't think he's going to understand.
I don't know if it's the same technology, though. I mean, you're right. But I think what a lot of times you can get somebody, like I've seen people on eBay that sell those systems. You just swap out like one
chip?
part. Yeah, it's just
Okay,
one
you're right.
chip.
Is Mark Zuckerberg jailbroken? Hey, Jamie, can you pull that up? Can you see
I
if
don't
he's
know.
jailbroken?
I'm still trying to figure out if he has a removable battery or not, or if they have to.
No,
every time.
he's waterproof, so he can't.
That sucks though, because now every time.
Oh, cool. Was he not supposed to swim like other humans?
Now, whenever the battery life goes down because you programmed it that way,
Yeah.
now I got to take the phone in. I got to take the entire Zuckerberg organism in to the Apple shop.
That's going to cost me more money.
You know how much money it costs to have those geeks work on Mark Zuckerberg?
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Just the nanotechnology that keeps his flesh-like fibers around his inward exoskeleton. I mean, you're talking about that's millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah. And you have to take it back to the dealer. You get those third-party people that voids your Zuckerberg warranty. You don't want that.
Yeah. And then when you see, like, clearly when Mark Zuckerberg gets injured horribly, like when he gets cut and he instantly heals, he's not healing. You got to understand that those nanobots aren't healing. Those are destroyed. They're being replaced by other nanobots. Where do you think they come from? You're constantly building nanobots.
I'm just
So
disappointed.
Mark Zuckerberg can heal himself.
Is that what you want?
Is that what you want, huh? God damn it. You guys don't get it because you're not
Woke?
I haven't slept in days.
Pulse nightclub survivor says he's no longer gay and has found Christ. That's according to NBC News.
So what you're saying is it's not a stretch to say that the Pulse shooting was successful then, right? Because he got the point.
A survivor of the 2016 mass shooting at a gay nightclub in Orlando is expected to participate in an event on Saturday for former homosexuals.
Omar Mateen is somewhere in hell burning and going, well, who's laughing now? Well, still them because I'm burning, but
You know who else is? You know who else is former homosexuals? The victims. That's mean, man. Why did you say that? Mike wrote that. I didn't say that.
oh shit!
That wasn't nice, man.
Oh my god! That might be the funniest thing he's ever said. I'm not kidding you. Royce has made me laugh really hard in my life, but I think that's the funniest thing he's ever said. Holy shit! Goodbye new YouTube channel. Holy shit.
It was a joke. If Michelle Wolf could make jokes, why can't I make jokes?
Oh shit! It was worth it. That was worth losing this whole brand over.
No, it wasn't.
Holy shit!
I don't agree with that. It was just a joke.
Oh fuck!
fuck.
It hurts. My fucking ow. That was fucking brutal, dude. It was so brutal.
I'm sorry.
It's just 'cause you can't do that anymore. It's so funny. Oh fuck! In 2007, that would have been a B+ line. In 2018, it's an A triple plus line. Oh. Anyway.
Sorry.
Oh. That fucking killed me, dude. That was a good one. So what happened? Something happened with the guy in the Pulse thing. See, Mike Pence
It was just a joke.
Mike Pence was right. You can't be carried. Oh man,
Survivor.
this is a rough episode, man.
What do you mean rough? It's great. Oh, I'm having fun, aren't you?
No, this was the fall. God damn it, that was good, man. Oh shit, that is the one. That's like there are certain times where, like for instance, like where your show grows and you start networking, and other people are like, yeah, we'd like to, pursue maybe possibly bringing you aboard and doing some stuff together, and and they think like, have you ever done anything too controversial? This there's always like moments that'll pop in your head. This is always going to be one of those moments where you go, nah, I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure they will find that episode. Shit. So yeah. Anyway, our condolences to the victims of gun violence.
I'm really sorry.
I'm trying to turn this around. YouTube, look. These things are no laughing. Stop, because they're gonna think I'm not serious.
Okay, stop it. I'll stop. Okay,
Look, YouTube, I'm laughing because remember when you were in school, right? And you would get in trouble, and you didn't want to laugh. That's why you're laughing. This is not funny. It's not funny. Back to you, Royce. Oh shit!
This is Emmanuel Rodriguez, the actor that plays Royce Lopez. I just want to say that this was a bit. This is in satire.
And yeah, of course, this is Pete Ferguson, the actor who plays Mike Shealy on Revenge of the Sis. And I just want to say, dead homosexuals are hilarious. Fuck you! I'm tired of this shit. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking done. I'm done. Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble anyway. I'm gonna get in trouble anyway. Fucking care anymore, bro. Done, man. I'm done. It's like all the time. It's just constant fucking. Oh, it's a good line. I had one last week about the the black ones. It was great. Didn't say it. Oh, it was good. I think everybody needed that.
It was good now.
Everyone enjoyed that. I'm sorry if you literally ruined the show because I can't even concentrate now. It was that funny.
Why don't we skip this story?
Of course.
You wanna do that?
No, listen, because clearly we're not giving it the
Gravitas?
that it deserves.
Okay. You want me to try again? Or I could try again, or I could skip
Let's
it.
try again. We can do this. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Ugh. Yeah, look at this going.
Mm-hmm. Pulse survivor says he is no longer gay and has found Christ. A survivor of the June 2016 mass shooting at a gay nightclub in Orlando, Florida that left 49 people dead now says he has found Christ and he's no longer gay. I should have been number 50. Luis Javier Ruiz says in a message posted on Facebook, going through old pictures of the night of the Pulse, I remember my struggles of perversion, heavy drinking to drown out everything, and having promiscuous sex that led to HIV. My struggles were real. The enemy had its grips on me. Now God has taken me from that moment, and He has given me Christ.
All right, can we be real here?
Yeah, sure.
Listen, bud, we have discussed on this show before that everyone in this country, every group, has their own sort of responsibility to take for their part in this shit show known as America. The gay community does have issues with promiscuity, with alcohol abuse, with health problems and stuff, things of that nature. That being said, bro, you're kind of coming off like a dick here, if I'm being honest, because you're coming off like a guy who quit something, and now everybody that does the thing you did up until like 3 weeks ago is a fucking piece of shit, and you're so much better than they are. I know plenty of homosexual men who aren't out getting fucking hammered and getting AIDS and blowing everybody who walks past them like you were. So to project your shit onto somebody else is a bit unfair.
The closer in the chat says, you might be able to turn straight, but you can't turn HIV You can't turn HIV negative. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
Fucking Christ.
Fucking
Bravo.
throwing shade out there.
Fuck me,
But
man.
isn't this guy coming off like kind of a dick?
Yeah, he is.
I don't like anybody that denounces a lifestyle they had up until 6 months ago. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude, with that fake bullshit. Like, thank God I'm not one of these HIV having queers anymore. Am I right, fellas? And you're like, well, I mean, you know, kinda. You kinda are. Like, don't fucking start shitting on these other guys. And again, there's plenty of gay people that I know that aren't out fucking acting like total degenerates every night.
That's a good point.
So don't say like, oh, I'm so glad I'm away from this lifestyle where 100% of homosexual males have AIDS and are promiscuous. You're like, well, I feel like as a former gay guy, your stats are a little off. So stop it. You're being a dick too. Everybody stop being a dick.
Ruiz shared the revelation just ahead of the Freedom March to be held May 5th in Washington. The event built itself as a celebration of freedom from homosexuality and transgenderism. This event's redundant. This event's organizers have partnered with Voice for the Voiceless, a religious group whose mission is to defend the right of former homosexuals, individuals with unwanted same-sex attraction, and their families.
Okay, look, what is unwanted? What is an unwanted sexual attraction? Because the sexual attraction...
Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
What do you mean? That's not unwanted.
No, I mean, just physically, she wouldn't be attractive, but because of the way she is, she becomes attractive.
No, that's just being attractive because you're the whole package. I'm talking about unwanted attraction. To me, it's weird. Like, that's saying, like, man, I look at a guy and, man, I just want that juicy dick in my mouth, but I don't want this. Like, that's weird to me. Yeah, you do, because the entire basis of sex is based on desire. Like, you have to desire it.
449. Thank you for that.
Oh, well, you know.
I just said it out loud to remember to cut it.
Yeah.
We need to do an intro at some point. We made a conscious choice to leave homosexuality, and we should be able to do that without being mocked, Doyle wrote in an email. Ruiz, who's featured in social media posts from the Freedom March above the words, homosexuals can change, is expected to
change. These faggots can change. Everyone can change.
It's expected to attend Saturday's event, along with others celebrating freedom from homosexual transgender lifestyle, according to the Freedom's March's Facebook page. Ruiz did not respond to NBC News' request for commitment. The controversial practice of trying to change one's sexual orientation or gender identity, fuck you, is often referred to as conversion therapy. A long list of health organizations have spoken.
These nuts.
A long list of health organizations have spoken out against the medically debunked practice. including the American Medical Association, the American Psychological Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the National Association of School Psychologists, the American blah, 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 blah. There's currently a nationwide effort to ban gay conversion therapy for minors. In 2012, California became the first state to do so, and now a total of 10 states and Washington, D.C. have outlawed the practice for minors. Now, they've outlawed gay conversion therapy for minors, which I agree with. I really do.
Yeah, look, I don't want you people fucking turning your kids into gays.
No.
But I also don't want you trying to magically make your kids not gay. Leave your kids the fuck alone.
But that's my point. If there's laws for this, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But then there should also be laws not to give your children hormone blockers.
Yeah,
let's have a level playing field. Let your kid be a kid on both sides.
Yeah, I am all for that consistency.
That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't care. I agree. I have gay people in my family, so I don't give a shit. You know, do whatever you want to do.
We had a kid in first grade who was gay, and look, it was a mystery. It's any wonder of reasons why even at that young age he was already acting gay. But back then we didn't know what gay was because we were fucking literally in first grade. But everybody knew something's a little weird about this kid. He went on to be very gay. But like
that man, Johnny Versace.
But yeah, he would be going against his nature if he tried to not be gay. Look, it's odd to me when people are just. I don't think any conversion therapy they would have put that kid through would have fucked him up. Right. I had a story. And it's not my story to tell. So
I know what story it is. It's one of my favorites of all time.
I'm not going to tell the story in detail. In fact, I'm going to allow this gentleman to come on our show and tell his own story one day. But my good friend Jeff Ray, friend of the show, guy who's helped us out numerous times on the show behind the scenes, he's gay. Big shocker to anybody who knows him. When he was younger, his mom was like real Baptist Southern lady. She didn't like his gayness. She sent him to one of those gay conversion places. The day he goes in for his intake, they're interviewing him. They're getting him all set up, getting him set up in this place where they're going to make him not gay. He's there, 9 a.m., getting all ready to do this, and 9/11 happens.
It was September 11th, 2001.
Just was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not into this today. I gotta go.
That is.
But it's like, to this day, he tells that story, and it's like, that fucking affected him, man. Imagine sending somebody for months. Like, and then, like, you're a kid who's pretty smart, and you're sharp, and you kind of have a spiritual side to you, so you start thinking, like, what 9/11 happened on my gay conversion therapy day? Like, that'll fucking change your life.
You think? You can never forget.
Yeah, so. This episode is so fucked.
This episode is one of my favorites of all time.
No, and it's great, but man, if I get a fucking thing this weekend, I'm not even going to be shocked. It's like, all right, well.
I could put it on the backup channel if you want.
This one's going on the backup channel today, folks.
Yeah. You'll just make another little video. Saudi Arabia will execute atheists for insulting the Prophet.
Wait, is this the same new progressive Saudi Arabia that the WWE was telling you all about?
Yeah.
Because the WWE told me they, going out there, helped to start a revolution in entertainment.
I believe one of the quotes was Saudi Arabia has now a progressive leader.
Yes, under the new leadership, it is a much more progressive nation.
Yes. Saudi Arabia will execute atheists for insulting the Prophet, though.
That doesn't sound very progressive. Do you mean that WWE was lying to me?
Yes, I believe they were. I believe it was all a work.
The fake fighting company is lying to me?
I believe it was all a work. We have to go to break.
No, I'm kidding.
We don't have to.
I need coffee.
RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate. It's all fixed now and secure. Go there, help us out, because we could really use it since we're getting fucked on all sides.
In our mouths, in our boy pussies.
Amazon. If you're going to shop there, hit our banners.
Yeah. It's
They're
right on
all
the
over our site.
same page, revengeassist.com/donate. You see the Amazon banner. Click that, then do your shopping. Help us get a couple of shekels.
Yes. Thank you so much, everybody that donated. We'll do our thank yous for your service on Fridays. Sorry. Anything else before we go to break, Mike?
No, we will be back.
Revenge of the Sis.
If you just put in the code ALEX10, and of course, that'll be 10% off from our very already low price of $250 for every 4 capsules. Hey folks, this is Jay Leno, the star of the hit film Collision Course, and I'd like to take a moment out there and talk to you about the very real dangers posed by Zionism in this country.
I was riding around on my motorcycle out there in the Arizona desert when I was kidnapped by a UFO and sexually assaulted by aliens.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm gonna ask you.
From all of us here at Revenge of the Sis, we'd like to thank each and every one of our friends and fans for helping us become one of the fastest growing breakout shows on the internet. In less than 1 year, we have been able to bring you news before it breaks, as well as the funniest and most consistent political and social commentary around. Here are some ways you can help us continue to grow our brand. Sign up as a contributor by going to patreon.com/We're Not Sorry and pledging a monthly amount. Anyone who pledges $12 or more is eligible for occasional giveaways and prizes. And if you pledge $25 or more, we will promote your brand or product live on our show. We understand if you are unable to commit to a monthly recurring donation, but if you would like to contribute one time, you can do so by going to paypal.me/We're Not Sorry. Another unique way to help our show expand while also promoting your own brand or service is by modeling one of our shirts. Go to teespring.com, search for Revenge of the Sis, and you'll find plenty of options to choose from. Take a picture of you modeling our shirt and email it to revengeofthesis@gmail.com. That is revengeofthecis@gmail.com. Be sure to include a web address or a social media account for whatever you want us to promote, and we will feature you on an episode of our show. Since YouTube is now throttling our traffic and Twitter has us shadow banned, there are many other ways you can help without giving us a dime. Every time you invite a friend to like our Facebook page, retweet or share a meme from our social media accounts, or share one of our videos to your own pages, you are helping us to get discovered by more like-minded individuals who will join our ranks and help us grow. Rate us 5 stars on Facebook, Roku, and iTunes. Encourage others to follow @ROTC Media on Twitter. You can also help ROTC by supporting friends of our show, such as LA Werewolf, Connecting Right Radio, Radical Mothering, Folklore Americana, the Mad American Network, Wolfman's Activism and Entertainment, and the Revolutionary Conservative. Find all of these links and more by going to our brand new website, revengeofthesis.com.
In a world where our very way of life seems to be under attack from all sides, and our freedoms are slowly being ripped away, Guns for Tards is fighting the good fight to help protect America from its enemies by advocating Second Amendment rights for our nation's most vulnerable and often overlooked citizens, the mentally challenged. Our founding fathers believed that a well-armed, trained, and educated citizenry was the key to a free and prosperous society. But Meatloaf also said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We believe that Tards are our second-to-last line of defense against ISIS, and we at Guns for Tards aim to provide the means and the programs to give proper training and resources to Tards in your area, helping to make the country a safer place. There are over 40 million mentally challenged Americans living today, and by 2020, we plan to arm at least 10% of them. We want to get as many guns in the hands of as many Tards as we can, but we won't be able to do it without your help. So please, pledge your help today. Arm a Tard. It's not that hard. Go to www.gunsfortards.com for more information, or follow us on Facebook or Twitter by searching for Guns for Tards.
Gunsfortards.com. Gunsfortards.com. protect your town. Gunsfortards.com.
Orlando, Florida, a city known for...
I love you for all that you are. In spite of the fact that your people control a disproportionate amount of the world's wealth, and in all likelihood are probably responsible for starting every major war since the dawn of time. Dude, again with this? What's your problem?
Who's in the bush?
Mind your own business, you stupid Jew!
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. Sorry for that little hiccup there during the break. One of my computers is dying. We're doing everything I can. I'm going on board that there's only like 2 channels working now. But we're here. God, that was probably the best hour of radio I've done in a long time. It was a lot of fun. And because we had fun, this episode is now banished to the backup channel, ROTC Media. Make sure to follow that there. This is where this whole episode will be.
I'd like to just build our own infrastructure.
Right.
Because I'm really sick of just being hamstrung. Because that was that just reminded me how fun it used to be.
That was fun.
When we could just say shit, and it was like there was no... Literally everything we just said in the last break, there was no animosity behind it.
No.
There was no malice. That was what things used to be, especially with comedians and radio and just guys who would sit around and shoot the shit. Sometimes people in the room's feelings got hurt.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
You know? That shit was hilarious. I really want to get away from... Look, I'm hearing some things, and I can't say anything, but there are some shady people that I know, very, very prominent positions. There's rumors and whispers that something may be coming soon that might be a little bit more exclusive for certain platforms, for certain people, a platform for certain people, let me say.
Right.
That we may have more information on soon, but hopefully we'll have an alternative. And if it's the people that I've been talking to that are going to be running this thing, trust me when I tell you, it'll be fucking anything goes.
Good.
You know, as long as we're not like, burn down the government. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, anything short of that, it's going to be anything
Right.
goes on there. So it's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully. God willing. Inshallah.
So it's just call yourself Bloodsport, say drop the K-bombs and stay monetized. Yeah, that's all we got to do.
Yeah, somehow, magically. Because it's all about the money.
Speaking of all about the money, we defend Christians a lot on the show. I like to think we do anyway.
More than most people do.
Yeah. However, we have to call out the fucking phonies. I want to show you a video of some highlights from exorcist Bob Larson, professional exorcist.
What? This name sounds familiar too.
All right, well, let's watch professional exorcist Bob Larson. Okay, he confronts 60-generation curse of human sacrifice. This is why I had to play it for you, Mike. You want to explain what's going on with Bob Larson?
That guy just pulled his Steve C. And in the middle it's just grrr. It's like a guy like I'm a little bear cub demon.
Fucking call out these fucking phonies.
He just said a little. Can you go back just a little bit, please, and give me the grrr guy again? He was the best.
That one?
No, it's he was forward. There he That's my guy. He's the best. That's my favorite demon.
By the way, this video isn't somebody making fun of him. This is his actual video that he made. This Bob Larson guy made.
He's all like, grrr. Makes me so happy. This looks like something we found on Den.
Yes, you're so right. It's a fucking Den fucking episode.
If Den had a televangelist on there, it would be Bob Larson.
The real exorcist.
Here
we go. Brenda's bloodline was cursed by blood sacrifices, so you know what's going on here, guys.
What? Okay, but
yeah, blood sacrifices.
Bob, I'm gonna need more.
Bob,
I'm gonna need more information than that. It's a lot of vagaries going on. So her bloodline. This. Do you understand? Look, if they came out with a new Elder Scrolls game and you went out and paid $70 for it, and this was dialogue in that game, it would be unacceptable. Unacceptable. This is vagaries. Dyslexia's not a demon, it's a learning disability.
Even though she was a Christian, she knew something was wrong.
No.
What's your first name?
Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
I almost died 2 years ago, and I went into the hospital. The whole time I was in the hospital.
All right. Brenda's a very big lady.
It's
standing behind her looks like an ECW road manager.
No, an ECW wrestler.
Today, yeah, you're right.
The Lord kept talking to me about going to one of your churches. I watched your video last night on Can Christian Have a Demon?
Wow, with a plug. Look at that. This totally real person he found at the seminar.
And the demon of anger manifest, and I started growling and stuff, and I was praying about it.
I do that to people.
Dude, and he's funny. This guy's a double threat.
Yeah, he really is the whole package.
Yeah, he's everything.
But I watch him over and over. And
Good for you, Brenda. Okay, let me ask you a couple of quick short questions. How old are you?
I'm 50.
50. Married or single?
I'm divorced and single.
This doesn't sound like a demon.
No, this sounds like everyone's aunt.
This demon sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, have you been married more than once?
No, just one time.
One time. Do you have children?
I have 3 children, 10 grandchildren.
Oh, 10 grandchildren.
Are they demons too? No, because her bloodline's cursed, right? Why are you having all these fucking kids?
Yeah, what was it?
Why
Blood sacrifice?
Yeah.
Blood sacrifice.
What are you trying to do? Fucking propagate the earth with your demon babies?
Yeah, what is wrong with you? They must all be eradicated. Bob Larson, demon hunter.
Demon hunters. You gotta find him some
fucking spin-off.
No, you gotta find him like a washed-up actor from the 80s, though. Somebody who used to do like kickboxing movies. You gotta find like a Steven Seagal or a Jean-Claude Van. Find out what Dolph Lundgren's doing.
Yeah, him.
See if Dolph Lundgren will travel around with this guy. Call Dolph Lundgren's
Fight
Demon
demons.
Say, in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
I break every curse.
I break every curse.
Let's open the door to demons.
That's opened the door to demons.
Break every curse.
Break every curse.
My bloodline.
In my bloodline.
If Jezebel is there.
If Jezebel is there.
She's there, all right. She just looked at me. Say, if Mammon is there.
If Mammon is there.
Uh-oh, the demon's coming out? Dude, it must be a fucking Finn Balor pay-per-view.
I don't. Yeah, is she gonna wear gay colors?
I resist him.
I resist him.
By the blood of Christ.
The blood of Christ.
If my ancestors.
If my ancestors.
Sacrificed to Mammon.
Sacrificed to Mammon.
That curse is broken.
That curse is broken.
What is... Okay.
The demon's coming out of her.
I can't.
You will. You can and you will.
No, look, I want her to stop. I can't do this.
No, you can and you will do this.
So uncomfortable.
No, you will look at the demon come out. You're seeing someone be relieved of a demon. No one said it's easy. That was a good payoff. Thank you.
Oh shit! What a good payoff. There's a lot of like, all right, this is just uncomfortable, and then boom.
No.
It's cold. Get up, Jezebel. Get up, Jezebel. Get up, Jezebel.
What do you think you're doing here?
This is such a good find.
She's doing voices.
Oh God, this is so fucking cringe. Christian LARPing.
I want to see you freak again. You again, buddy?
You're about to be cast to hell.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
But you're going to break the curse first.
Dude, Kathy Bates is a great actress. I'm going to say it right now.
So Brendan and Megan both want to know in the chat if she's possessed by Demi Lardner. I don't know if this is a fact.
Quick, ask it what the demon's Google history is.
Oh my God. There's no way to get rid of this demon.
Bad ideas? Bad ideas.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
But you're going to break the curse first. How many generations, Jezebel?
60.
60.
This is LARPing. This is just LARPing.
Blood to Mammon. Blood to Mammon.
Indian princess.
Indian. What tribe?
Cherokee.
Good improv. She's not a bad improver. I gotta
She's
give her
the
that.
worst improver since, I mean, and I
Cherokee?
Let me tell you something. This guy has been to a lot of open mics, and I've seen a lot of bad improv. This woman's not good. I can't even say it jokingly.
Can someone give her her secret stash?
I like how she does like the low end ones.
Yeah.
Like once in a while, it's you gotta have range. Your demon has to have range, so they're not gonna pick you for the show. Fucking frauds. How many people? There has to be a special place. This is one of these things, man. I grew up in the church, right?
Me too.
I'm also very, I'm good at working a room. Good at getting people riled up. I would have been a natural preacher. And I know several people that went into preaching that aren't even really into it. It's just a good hustle. And I've always worried that there is a special place in hell for a guy that actually cashes in on something like this and also in the process discredits religion and God in general. Like that's a slippery slope. Like these guys, I hate to sound childish, but man, they got to answer for it sometime, right? Like,
all right, let's play a little bit more.
Here he comes, Jerry Stridham. Wow, take a look at that.
I don't think that's her.
Yeah,
it's Top Hat and Kane.
Is this a fucking Bob Larson at WrestleMania? Fucking World Bodybuilding Federation?
What tribe?
Cherokee.
I deal with more Cherokee curses.
By the way, for the people that are just listening, okay, let me back up just a little. Oh, okay. It says so much going on right now. Larson's Book of World Religions, Alternative Spirituality book. So during this whole video, for people that can't see it, he has different things that he's shilling popping up during the exorcism.
Well, you got to get the product plugs out.
Right. But anyway, I want to know because he was saying he's had a lot of Cherokee curses.
I deal with more Cherokee curses than any other because of what the white man did to the Cherokee. But that's not 60 generations. unless you're counting horizontally all the generations intergenerationally in between.
Okay, hearing this guy try to explain his babble, his fucking made up dribble.
Yes.
While she's like, wah, in the background is really bugging me. It's really distracting. But I'm glad she's not breaking character.
So now he's mixing Indian mysticism with Christianity? Is that what's happening?
Well, I deal with a lot of Cherokee curses.
Oh, do you?
Mostly because I am on parole and I cannot leave the state of Oklahoma. And this is where I make most of my money. And I know how to market.
I also hit a child with my Jeep Grand Cherokee. I don't know if that's part of the curse.
I did not get a curse put on me, but I did get put on probation for up to 8 years.
Which is like a real life curse.
I have this thing on my ankle I have to blow into to prove that I am not drunk, like Chris Cantwell. Oh, what an asshole.
You destroyed.
Wipe out.
Oh, listen, she's still a better joker than Jared Leto. So we're gonna be fair here.
The truth. I snatch you. Human or animal?
Human.
Go down, spirit. Brenda, say in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Another book she'll pop up.
I go back 60 generations.
I go back 60 generations.
Break this curse.
I break this curse.
Of human sacrifice.
Of human sacrifice.
In all those generations.
In all those generations.
These curses are broken.
These curses are broken. Thank you, Lord.
That's it.
Mammon and Jezebel have to
you
go.
Fixed.
Yeah.
You just say the words and you fixed.
She's good now. So yes, I thought you would enjoy that. That Exorcism by Bob Larson. I'm going to pick through it because there's a lot of them. This isn't the last time you're going to see Bob Larson on this show. Mike, you sent me this video. It seems like one of our friends over at, and believe I'm reading the shirt correctly, Patriot Prayer.
That's right. All right, so I was on Twitter, and this caught my eye because of this guy's shirt. I'm like, I know that logo. I know that font. And so this guy found a very offensive pro-LGBT sign.
Antifa sign, I believe.
I don't. It's an anti-fascist, but that could mean I
Right.
saw LGBT stuff on it, so I don't know.
Right.
We can see what it is, but he was attempting to rip it, and he didn't realize it's not cardboard. It's that plasticky material that campaign signs are made out of.
Come on, you work so hard.
Also, the fingerless gloves are really bothering me.
Well, look, he does. It looks like Dave Smith borrowed Big J. Okerson's gloves.
Yeah, there
I don't
you
know
go.
What's happening here?
So close.
Wait, I want a video.
You're the other way. You gotta. I think I gotta do it again. There you go.
Now look, don't fucking start with you guys are punching right. You're working with the enemy.
He looks like a fucking idiot.
I'm sure that the girl holding the camera and filming this is probably a cunt 99% of the day. I get it. But right now, she's being hilarious. I don't care whose team she's on. But she's filming this guy and taunting him, which is ball. I don't care whose side you're on. This is hilarious.
You can do it. You've been doing a lot of arm work at the gym, right?
By the way, I don't care. Again, I know this girl's probably a leftist and an asshole, but her, was the best. It was the funniest sigh I've ever heard because she's like, she's really being a dick and laying it on thick. Like, oh man, come on, dude, you almost got it.
This is.
Do it.
You know, this is.
Now he's trying at the top to tear it like you're opening a bag of chips.
Yeah, like I'm waiting for him to try his teeth.
Yeah.
In 2
It's a
seconds.
very educated city. There's a lot of engineers in this city.
He handed it to somebody else to help tear it.
You get a lot of help.
That's a good talk.
You can't do it.
That's pretty embarrassing.
Scissors next time? Bring scissors, I guess?
Or maybe you don't take people's signs down, even if they're obnoxious.
Oh, okay, or that. The sign says, "No, in the name of humanity, we refuse to accept a fascist America."
Whoa, let's tear that sign down.
Don't
You know,
do
look, man, there's a lot of shit that I see that I don't appreciate, but that's not even really offensive. Say what you want. If it said white supremacy, man, or the patriarchy, man, I'd be annoyed. That's kind of vague. It's their own little propaganda. They're kind of loud. I wish they'd be allowed to do that on a bulletin board in a college. And then I wish the bulletin board would allow Identity Europa to have another little bulletin board and have their little posters. That's what I'd like to see. But it's not even an offensive sign, and this goober just made an ass out of himself.
He cannot tear the sign.
But let me ask you, would tearing that sign up have made a difference? Would we
No,
have
of
won the
course
culture
not.
war?
That's why.
So now
I
he
don't
looks
give
like
a
an
shit.
idiot
You
for
get
nothing.
accused us of punching right. I don't give a fuck. The enemy is stupidity, and you're all acting like a bunch of stupid idiots.
I like that. The enemy is stupidity.
It is. The enemy is fucking stupidity, and a lot of you are fucking stupid. This doesn't help anything. You goddamn morons. Like, by the way, I don't think fucking Michelle Wolf should apologize either.
No.
She's not funny, but now there's all these organizations that are calling for her to apologize. I'm like, no, nobody should. I'm perfectly fine to live in a world where Michelle Wolf can say all that stuff at a White House correspondent and not have to apologize. I also want the leftists now that are defending that to let me live in the same fucking world where I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, and look, we love Sarah Huckabee Sanders on this program. We do. We're big fans of hers. That being said, let's put our bias aside. If you're the press secretary for the President of the United States of America, you're going to go home and cry some nights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Them's the breaks. Yeah. And I'm not just talking about the female ones. I'm pretty sure Spicy went home and cried some nights. Them's the breaks. You're the press secretary. And I don't care if it's a Democrat or Republican one. If you are the brunt of the abuse that the president takes, you're going to be the guy that goes home and drinks and cries, or the woman that goes home and drinks and reads her Bible and cries. That's it. It's life.
Sorry, global warming alarmists. The Earth is cooling. This is according to Forbes. Remember, according to Al Gore, we should have been underwater for about 5 years now here in Florida.
Well, any day now.
Climate change itself is already in the process of definitively rebuting climate alarmists who think human use of fossil fuels is causing ultimately catastrophic global warming. That is because natural climate cycles have already turned from warming to cooling.
Can we give credit to Matt and Trey for mercilessly mocking this man years ago?
Man Bear Pig.
And I mean, everybody was like, me, whatever. But he, the panic that he created, and they goofed on him really well. And now here we are years later, and guess what? Man Bear Pig is not real.
Global temperatures have already been declining for more than 10 years, and global temperatures will continue to decline for another 2 decades or more. That is one of the most interesting conclusions to come from the 7th International Climate Change Conference sponsored by the Heartland Institute held last week in Chicago. I attend.
Sponsored by Pepsi. What?
The KFC Mountain Dew.
Pre-show main event.
The KFC Mountain Dew International Climate Change Conference.
It's just a battle royal. Whoever wins their policy gets passed.
I attended and served as one of the speakers talking about the economic implications of high-cost energy. The conference featured serious natural science, contrary to the self-interested political science you hear from government finance global warming alarmists seeking to justify widely expanded regulatory and taxation powers of the government bodies or government body wannabes, such as the United Nations. What you will see are a claim and dispassionate presentation by serious, pedigreed scientists discussing and explaining realms of data in sharp contrast to these climate realists. The climate alarmists have long admitted that they cannot defend their theory that humans are causing catastrophic global warming in public debate. With the conference presentation online, let's see if the alarmists really do have any response. Yeah, so apparently it's cooling, man. It's for at least 20 years it's supposed to be cooling.
But it's going to go back up and then down and then up a little bit.
Exactly.
Everything in life is a fucking... There are variants. There are highs and lows to everything. Everybody's panicking.
You have those cities that want to ban cars.
But you know what is amazing to me, too? You same idiots, right, that cry about, our effect on the planet, emissions, and all the carbon footprints, if you will.
That's the name of my new EP.
You're all the same people that are whining about how we need to have all these social programs and how we need to take care of every single person in the world with free everything. We would already have Mars terraformed by now if we didn't have all of the EBT abuse and bullshit going on in this country. Even if it wasn't terraformed, we'd already be there. We'd be sitting on it and starting. We would already be on our way to the next planet. We wouldn't even have to worry about it. But we're still stuck here paying everybody's fucking bills, being retarded, and then also getting yelled at and getting guilt-tripped because we want to drive to work. It's insane to me.
Elon Musk will get us to Mars.
That company will be bankrupt.
He can't even
within
get a
2
balanced
years.
checkbook. He's going to get us to Mars.
Yeah. Guys, Tesla, watch. We've said it before. It's not going to end well.
They've made, 4 Model 3s now?
No, it's great.
They're doing really good.
They're doing good.
Doing really, really good. We talked about this yesterday, but we didn't play this video. And since it... give a little update here of these, as Mike called them, Jackie Chan's bum.
Yeah, they're a fucking pair of bums.
On yesterday's show, we did talk about Jackie Chan's kids saying that they are homeless because he does not accept their homosexual relationship. So let's hear it from...
Okay. Maddie's being a dick in the chat and saying which one's his daughter. Now, look.
Which one is his daughter?
You're kidding, right? The girl on the left is not Asian.
Oh, I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know if she's married to an Asian woman.
Hi, I'm...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Now I see. Sorry.
So that's why I was like, which one is his daughter? It's kind of funny.
Jackie Chan's daughter, and this is my girlfriend, Andy. We've been...
She has the stretched...
I immediately hate anybody who goes, I'm so-and-so's kid. Like, you don't even have your own identity.
Almost for a month due to homophobic parents. We pretty much slept under a bridge and other things,
Yeah, I've asked all my friends for help, and I've asked all my family for help, and everyone just keeps sending us to the direction of shelters where they know we will be split up.
And they're doing that. I'm going to assume this, right? Mm-hmm. They are doing this probably because you're a couple of fucking bums. We went over this yesterday. You're bums. You're fucking bums. You're probably doing a lot of drugs. You're probably a fucking jobless pain in the ass. And everybody went, last time this fucking piece of shit was around here, she was stealing stuff and acting a fucking a fool and breaking things in the house. No.
Short round aged terribly.
Really, seriously. Dr. Jones, you don't give me money, Dr. Jones.
We will be split up if we have to go to any kind of government facilities. And no one on my Facebook is going to listen to me. And now no one is responding to my phone calls.
Hey, can somebody out there reach out to Baked Alaska or Ice Poseidon? See if any of them are adding anything to their fucking whack pack of failures. They're always taking in stray thoughts.
Is he opening a container to steal a piece of cake? What was that noise?
Yeah, he's unfolding the box that his food came in. These Asians.
I don't even understand what's going on because we've gone to the police. We've gone to the...
About what? You go up to a cop and go, I don't have any place to stay. They're going to go, what do you want from me? Right?
Why'd you go to the police, stupid?
That would be the weirdest thing.
You're an adult, dumbass.
Oh, my God. I would love to just go up to a cop and go, hello, sir. Hi, yes, I'm homeless. I need to stay with you.
Can I live with you?
I'd be like, no.
But wait, I'm Jackie Chan's kid.
You say you're here to protect and serve, sir. If I were to stay in your house, then you'd be both protecting and serving me. So...
Front seat or back seat?
Cop's like, what do you want from me? I don't care if you're homeless. Get out of here. Beat it. Probably Los Angeles, too. Everybody's homeless here. Everybody's either homeless or a billionaire. That's Los Angeles.
There's no middle ground.
So nobody cares about you. Fucking dude, Skid Row in Los Angeles and Hollywood. Do you know how many fucking like celebrities they find all banged up on heroin, homeless and shit? You're like, oh my god, you were in Terminator. What is this shit?
The food banks, LGBTQ communities, shelters, and all of them just don't give a shit.
Which probably, look, again, I don't want to. The last thing we do on this show is beat a dead horse or run a joke into the ground.
Okay.
But you guys are a couple of bums, is the problem. See, when you're a bum.
You're a bum all the way.
Look, when you're a bum, when you're a bum, right? So especially when you're a perfectly healthy, good-looking, young bum.
You're a good-looking bum who gets a lot of tail.
There's nobody, even shelters hate you. Do you understand that? They're volunteers. Half the people that are in those fucking shelters are probably on probation or working off community service hours or otherwise. They probably live in the shelter and do work for free. So when they see you come in and go, oh, we want to be together and we want to get our own special suite together in this homeless shelter and we're spoiled 18-year-olds.
Do you have Fiji water here?
They go, you fucking, even the bums look at you and go, you fucking bum, get out of here. Go fucking live your life.
So that's why we're making this video, because we don't know what to do at this point. So please, if you can reshare, post, and show people that two people in love that have true love are trying to get split apart and they're trying to fuck us over.
No, they're not. Nobody's trying to do that. Like, suppose this, right? Check this out, stupid. Yeah, let's say you guys go to shelters, right? And they split you up, put you in different shelters, right? Are you going to hang out in a homeless shelter like all goddamn day? You guys can stay in your little shelter. Whatever. Are you mad because you can't jam clam in the fucking homeless shelter together?
I think that's what it is.
Because that's what it is.
That's what it is.
You want a free place to fuck, not to stay. Because there's plenty of women that have, like, kids. Like, they need to make accommodations in homeless shelters for, like, battered women that have, like, 3 kids with them. Oh, do we have enough space to get a couple of people in together? Yeah, let's reserve that for those people, not a couple of lesbo bums.
The closer says she's 18, but the girlfriend's 30. Yeah, the girlfriend doesn't look like she's 18.
So you're all bums.
What? I don't understand it. I love her. I love you. Mm-hmm.
Where are you at right now? Filming your dumb video. I don't like this other bitch who looks like the fucking sister in Mr. Robot. She's a fucking mess. I didn't even realize she's 30. I thought you were a social media influencer. Why don't you influence a studio apartment?
I just want to let people know what's going on because at this point it seems ridiculous that no one can help. I don't understand.
No, it's not that they can't. It's that none of us want to.
Nobody wants to.
Because, again, not to beat it into the ground, but just one more time, I want to... You're a bum!
It's really confusing. So please repost and share this, please.
Okay, we shared it for you.
We shared it, you fucking bum.
So hopefully now
Bummerooskies.
Bummerooskies.
You fucking... Not even the shelters want you. And again, they reiterated in that video, like, oh, they won't let us be together. You don't go to a shelter and then start laying down conditions. That's not how it works. That's what you pay to rent an apartment for. So that then you have an apartment, you go, what goes on in this house is my rules. You don't go to a homeless shelter and start telling people what to do.
Yeah, this isn't an Outback.
Guys, you notice you guys never have mac and cheese. What's that about, huh? Huh? When we get on the mac and cheese. You got any mac and cheese back there? Oh, I'm starving.
Fucking starving. I'm fresh out. Upper West Side parents angrily rant against plan to give more black kids to their school. To bring more black kids to their school.
Oh, true.
So these are...
it's just hypocritical.
It is, because these aren't fucking southern redneck moms. These are upper...
These are people who are actually racist, by
Everyone in this room, by look of it, correct me if I'm wrong, voted for Hillary.
Also, everybody in this room, let's just say it's the Upper West Side. If you look around at the faces in this video, they also share another unique trait. I'm going to leave it alone, but please.
This is them getting mad because they're gonna start, because they want to make more of a fucking Marxist New York now.
They want to add more parentheses.
Correct. So they want to bring in lower income kids from the inner cities into these higher end schools. That way it's fair. So everyone gets the same education.
An emotional meeting on the Upper West Side. Parents objecting to a proposal to require each of the 17 local middle schools to reserve a quarter of their seats for students scoring below grade level on state English and math exams. Some parents warning that high-performing students would be shut out of the most desirable schools.
Because you're talking about telling an 11-year-old you worked your butt off and you didn't get that, what you needed or wanted. You're telling them you're going to go to a school that's not going to educate you in the same way you've been educated. Life sucks. Is that what the DOE wants to say?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's say it. Yeah. It sucks.
Department of Education sucks. Those are your guys.
Yeah, you guys are ones that think that fucking Department of Education's awesome. This isn't fucking this wasn't a Betsy DeVos's idea. This was your idea.
You know what'd be great? You know what would have avoided this?
Yeah.
Charter schools.
Yeah.
Vouchers.
Vouchers. Ooh, those would have been great.
Yeah, vouchers. Vouchers would have been awesome. That's one of the only things Bush did that wasn't completely retarded.
George Bush hates black people.
Virtually all of the principals in the district
doesn't care about him. There's a difference.
Well, it's been a lot more years. I'm sure it's gotten worse.
and many of the elected.
I doubt it.
All of the principals in the district and many of the elected parent leaders support the plan. At 2 previous meetings held elsewhere in the district, parents also generally supported the plan.
District 3 currently has very segregated.
Kristen Berger.
All I'm saying is, look, if you're going to let a couple of those you-know-whats in here, maybe we'll help enrich them a little bit. I know certainly it's going to help our high school football teams.
Very segregated middle schools. The principals have expressed concern that under the blind ranking, this may become worse. So they are looking, and parents are looking, at mechanisms we can put into place to actually decrease the segregation and increase diversity across all of our schools.
So what we're going to do, it's going to be called, I don't want to sound racist, but we're going to start bussing them in. That's what they're saying.
You have to look over both shoulders before you say it, like her at a restaurant.
So look, what I'm saying is we're going to bus them in. You know, we pick up some of the underprivileged, the you-know-whats, and maybe the grade scores will go up. And if not, at least, you know, our basketball team might get more federal grants. The NCAA, you know, who knows?
Lenny Kravitz is doing well.
Wow, why don't we send some of them to high school in Israel? Okay, now let's stop joking around. Let's not turn this into a joke.
Meeting was at PS 199, one of the city's whitest schools, with many students from wealthy families, despite a desegregation plan adopted after a bitter fight 2 years ago. A middle school principal told parents many of their comments upset him.
There are kids that are tremendously disadvantaged that I would love to be able to offer, somebody mentioned $5,000 worth of tutoring for, to raise their test scores. And to compare these students and say, my already advantaged kids needs more advantage. They need to be kept away from those kids.
Oh my God. Y'all be dead if it was for my son David.
All I'm saying is, look, let a couple of them in. What harm could it be? Maybe 40,000. I don't know.
Tremendously offensive to me.
Be a mensch.
And of course, it turns into you know what? You're offending and harming me now. It's personal.
The superintendent will now decide whether to adopt the policy, which would make the Upper West Side District the first to enact a plan.
Look at this fucking. Can we do some music?
Sure, hold on.
I have to get this. I have to say this line, but I can't say it on the air, and I'm not getting our channel kicked off.
Give me 1 second.
So Royce is going to load up some hold music, and we're going to leave you guys for a second, and then we're going to be right back.
Hold
because
on.
I got to get this.
We're back.
That That's good.
We're back.
That's good. We're back.
Oh, fuck
I
me.
saw it on the delay too, and clearly it wouldn't take a professional lip reader to figure out what I said. Anyway, yeah, I just had to get that off my chest.
He said, "Let's go fly some kites."
Yes,
and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we gotta. It's springtime, and I know it seems a little archaic,
yes,
antiquated, if you will. But sometimes you fly a kite. It's a lot of fun. Nice breezy day.
Plan to make its middle schools more diverse. Lindsay Christ, New York 1.
Jesus Christ. You sent me this one. Dine and Dash Dater strikes again.
Oh, no.
So I just need to play it?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, Pat, the woman we spoke with here in Santa Clarita is at least the fourth woman who claims to have been left with a bill by this guy. Now she wants other women to be on the lookout.
Of course, I'm not happy that this happened to me. And I was like, wow, this is crazy.
She doesn't want to be identified, but this woman we'll call Hunter believes she's the latest victim of the Dine and Dash.
Okay, this guy's a good-looking guy.
Gets a lot of tail.
Yeah, you gotta admit, good-looking dude.
Dater.
He's a very, very handsome man. His eyes are absolutely gorgeous.
On Friday night, Hunter went to Mercado Restaurant in Pasadena to meet a man who she met on a dating app. The guy who called himself Mike had already ordered some food.
He ordered...
Okay, I already know where this is going. And then the fucking baller moved to already have ordered. I ordered apps.
Shrimp tacos before I arrived.
After they both placed their orders,
The shrimp
Mike
cockles? What are shrimp cockles?
I think she meant tacos.
Shrimp cockles.
It's tacos.
Shrimp hearts? Is it a small, shallow boat filled with shrimp? I'm very curious.
Before I arrived.
After they both placed their orders, Mike excused himself to go to the restroom. During this time, two guests at Mercado pulled the general manager aside and said they recognized Mike as the Dine and Dash dater, Paul Gonzalez.
We kind of decided that, we have to do something. We just can't let this go down.
So when Gonzalez came out of the restroom, Justin asked to speak with him outside.
And so I just confronted him. I just said, listen, is this you? I showed him a picture on my phone, and he said, yeah, that's me. I said, well, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Gonzalez then walked away and left Hunter at the table wondering what was going on. Justin soon told her who Mike really was.
Now it makes me angry because, for him, there's so many men that prey on innocent women like me that are truly...
So this is what he did by preying on them, I'm assuming, is that he took them out to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
They would eat.
They'd usually meet at the restaurant.
And then he would leave.
Yeah.
And make them pay for the bill.
Pretty fucking... Look, man.
It's not...
It's
Is it illegal? No, because there's still someone there to pay, right? How does that work? I'm curious.
It's theft. Yeah.
How is it theft?
Because still charge you.
How?
It's fraud.
No, but how so? If the woman is still at the table and the woman still pays, how is it fraud? Think about that for a second. Unless the woman doesn't pay, then it's fraud because then you didn't pay them. But if the woman pays, then she paid.
But the thing is,
I'm not defending him. I'm just trying to figure this out.
But here's the thing. I don't think they made her pay.
Well, maybe not this one, but what about the other girl? Maybe the other women did pay. Shouldn't these I'm just taking a different angle. Shouldn't these empowered women be happy to pay?
There is obtaining property under false pretenses. There are little things that they could.
I don't think it's fair because let's go the other way around.
Well,
you go to dinner with hold on.
You just like taking advantage of women. I get it.
You go, but also you go to dinner with a girl, right? The girl, in the middle of the day, just leaves. Calls an Uber, walks outside. She says she's going to the bathroom. She lies. She leaves. You still pay for the bill, right, for dinner?
Well, it's probably the plan anyway.
Right. Okay, that's fine. But now, should she be charged with the same things this guy's charged if he does the same thing? That's my point. Now, think about that for a second. Isn't it the same thing?
Yeah.
In this new world, in this new Me Too America,
this guy's pretty slick.
Wouldn't it be the same thing?
This guy's pretty slick.
Yeah.
There's so many men that prey on innocent women like me that are truly looking for love.
This isn't the first time we've heard this story and seen this guy's face.
Good-looking guy.
It's pretty funny, man.
Last March, a woman told us she went through the same experience. They met at BJ's in Pasadena.
Okay. Here's the other thing. Let's look at it this way. If he was going out, right, with these chicks, right, took them out to dinner, paid, banged them, consensually, of course, banged them, and then just never called them again. That's perfectly legal. What's the difference?
Paid for your meal.
But why would he have to pay for it? They never no one ever verbally agrees.
I don't know. I get. I mean, you're right in a legal sense.
That's what I'm talking about.
Said, fuck, it's still a dick move.
I'm not saying it's not a dick move. It is a dick move. Of course it is.
It's hilarious, though. He's still my hero.
He ordered right away. After he scarfed down most of his meal, he got up, pretending to take a call, and never came back, sticking her with the bill. As for Hunter, she's thankful to Justin, who took care of the bill, and for now, she's done with dating apps.
Definitely, I'm deleting my profile.
But now you'll just be a lonely hag.
Records show 44-year-old Gonzalez has been to jail several times for misdemeanor arrests.
Oh, this is Santa Clarita. Shout out to Dave Goss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say he also committed a snip and ditch after he got a cut and color at a Burbank hair salon and left without paying.
How do you leave?
A cut and color?
How do you get out without paying for that?
I got to take a call. I'll be right back. Or I left my wallet in the car.
The wallet in the car move, I guess, would work.
I mean, that's illegal. We can't defend that. I was just, just showing the... And I don't agree with him. He's a piece of shit. I was just showing the end game to the Me Too movement. Yeah, the guy's kind of a dick.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Deadline for your big investigation.
What do you mean?
The piece I sent you about the child labor laws, the protection laws for kids in Hollywood are like fucking not even being followed at all by anybody. I'm like, oh, good Deadline.
Oh,
investigation.
yeah, that's right.
We're
Yeah,
fucking talking about this last year, you assholes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Snyder's still out there, man. He's still out there doing his thing. And again, it goes to show you, for somebody as big as him, if he didn't do anything, wouldn't another studio right now be throwing stuff at him to get him signed? Because that guy's, say what you want, I'm not saying towards the end that the shows are getting great ratings, but still better than anything else, and the guy has a career.
Yeah.
So why isn't he working right now? Why hasn't? When's the last time he's tweeted?
Well, people are still adding pressure to it. There's a guy, Wade Heath, who does a show called Millennial Report or something like that. I was tweeting back and forth with him during the show, and he actually was talking about having us come on and talk about our Schneider stuff, because he had that Keira Davis brought on. So people are still covering it, man. It's people are trying, dude. We're trying, man.
No, I know. It's
Cernovich is out there fighting the good fight.
Oh, well, he's the one. Remember when he said DS?
It's all him, dude. Him and Posobiec, they're our fucking heroes, man. Best part about Cernovich is he's one of those guys that would try to come up to us and like intimidate one of us if we were ever out in an event, and I would plant my forehead right into the tip of his nose.
Australian comedian is banned from Facebook for hate speech and racism.
Not our Australian comedian, right?
No.
Okay,
Demi
thank God.
Laudner is fine. Did someone say Dad's Google history? Australian comedian is banned from Facebook for hate speech and racism for bagging New Zealanders' accents.
That's retarded.
An Australian comedian has taken social media to share his thoughts on the age-old rivalry between Australia and New Zealand. It's hold on, I have a video.
This is obviously a jandal, a Japanese sandal, jandal. But in Australia, they've got very confused and they've gone ahead and called it a thong. Thong.
How To Dad is a YouTuber from New Zealand who recently released a video entitled The Difference Between Australia and New Zealand. This video attracted some 700,000 views, and it was basically some polite jabs,
which is
at
literally
Australia
everybody
with
in
a
Australia and
slight
New
New Zealand bias. Now, I thought I'd make a response video to his, but unfortunately, I'm a bit of a pig, so mine won't be as polite or harmless. I'm going to be a complete and utter about it. So, strap yourselves in. Australia is known for amazing beaches, history and culture. Australians are known for their humour and free attitude to life. New Zealand's known for some small budget movie like 10 years ago, and New Zealanders, well, they're known for sheep. There is far too many famous Australians to count, but there is some famous New Zealanders. For example, Sir Edmund Hillary, the first man to climb Mount Everest. He was a New Zealander. Unfortunately, we never hear of famous New Zealanders because every New Zealander that's ever come to Australia got a job as a scaffolder. New Zealand is Australia's little brother. We love you because you're family, but also we hate you. Can you people please get some syllables into your life? Cheer, bro. Is not a sentence, a question, or a statement. Sort your lives out. Also, fush and chups. Where the did the A's come from? What are you doing to our language? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How?
Now, I'll be honest with you. I can't tell the difference between New Zealander and Australian.
Yeah, no, that's your guys' weird fucking second world beef.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But apparently he got in trouble for making this
Well,
video.
clearly he should be fucking hanged for his hate speech.
That's not. It's just kind of. I thought it was kind of funny.
I just, like, I was waiting. You hear hate speech and you're waiting for somebody to be like, did I hear someone say 6 million people died in the Holocaust? The smokestacks were built later on. The smokestacks were built later on.
That's not. No one. Backup channel, folks.
Well, I already knew what was going on there.
Backup channel.
I already knew what was
ROTC
going over
Media.
there anyway, so fuck it. You know, just might as well get it all out in this show. I feel better.
You better fucking stop, man. I have a fucking Demi Laudner video loaded, but I'm not gonna play it today. I'm gonna do because we're almost towards the end of the
Hey,
show.
we need something to tease for later. We need the people coming back, Royce. That's the point.
I have some young Demi Laudner.
Ooh.
Yeah. Backwards ball cap.
So what, Demi Laudner 2 days ago?
No, this is edgier in this.
Oh boy.
But I won't play that today.
So we should just bail out, I think. We're gonna knock off early.
Instagram model sued for arousing dog during photo shoot. What?
This is what we're going out with?
Yeah. Model Denaya Monria is being sued after someone filed a lawsuit claiming she was behaving inappropriately towards their dog. When I say inappropriately, I mean in a sexual way. This is an article I've never thought I'd have to write in my career, but here we are.
Hashtag me too.
A story about a model who got someone's dog aroused, so he's taking her to court over it. However, the issue wasn't about Dania getting the dog aroused. It's the fact that she posted it on social media after the owner specifically requested her not to. And this is the video that they didn't want posted. So let's play it and bring more light to it. Come on. Sorry, guys. It's an Instagram video.
Yeah, Instagram's terrible. Oh, they're killing it.
What? Okay, well, I'm going to try to see. Because now I'm...
So anyway, the dog had a rod, right?
Oh, no, don't.
So his dick was hard, right? And the fucking...
Beat it out the frame, girl.
Got it. The dog's trying to hump her.
Yeah, but it's a dog. It's funny, though.
It is kind of funny. That dog is really turned on.
Yeah.
It's probably because she has her ass out.
Well, I don't think it's out so much as it's just that's where it's at. She's got one of them kind of booties.
A dog booty? Well, that's a big dog. Jesus. Or she's really short.
How is this dog acting any different than any black guy at a nightclub? I'm not wrong.
Let's be honest. Male dogs, just like male men or any species for that matter, are sexually driven. Once they come of age, there's only one thing on their mind. The owner of the dog is, suing her because she put it on the internet when he asked her not to. I don't think that owner is going to win.
Yeah, no, you don't. That's not how life is. That's
Yeah,
not how it
it
works.
filmed, it happened, and you could put it online. Yeah. I don't know.
You can respectfully request that somebody.
Yeah, you
go.
can ask.
They can tell you to go fuck yourself.
Correct. It's time for us to wrap up, Mike.
It is time for us to wrap up. Should I shill for us?
Yes, please do.
All right, guys. So Revenge of the Sith.
Shill better.
So revengeofthesith.com/donate. That is where you go if you'd like to help sponsor the show. Patreon is always the best way to do it. Gives us that monthly allowance to do the things we need to do. Also, if you're planning on buying anything soon on old Amazon, revengeofthesith.com/donate. Click on one of the Amazon banners, then do your shopping. Helps us out significantly. Don't forget, iTunes, rate us 5 stars, and Facebook as well. Rate us 5 stars, and we will be back mañana.
Yes. Episode will be on the backup channel, ROTC Media, because it was too good for
Sorry,
regular
yeah,
channel.
sorry, guys.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow.